Hello YouTubers, this is Nemo981, and I'm here to bring you, finally, my review of the movie Holiday. And yes, you're all probably watching this wondering, and Demon, you kind of have this one and thing in the back for quite a while, haven't you? And the truth is, I've been a little iffy about reviewing this movie since it's kind of new to me. Released on no, October, April 22nd, 2016, in in Kevin Smith, who works range from your standard comic book superhero type of movies to obscure horror movies, thus concluded. And Holidays is an anthology horror/comedy film, kind of like the ABCs of death duology. And by the way, if you haven't seen yet, there are those movies I suggest you do. They're pretty good. And now, with a title like Holidays, one can only wonder what exactly the film is about. Well, it's about a horror story that revolves around of, of the year's holidays, from New Year's Eve to Christmas. However, there are a few holidays I think the film forgot about, but I'll get to those when I get to those. So, and sorry about this, but I'm looking down at my phone while reading the summary because I can't be bothered to remember all this. Let's start with Valentine's Day. Now, we all know that there are Valentine's Day based horror movies like My Bloody Valentine, and but with this film, portrayal of storytelling, it's kind of interesting to see how things go. And to summarize this segment, a teenager with a crush on her gym coach is bullied by the rest of her classmates, but an innocent Valentine's Day gesture is a horrific result. Hmm. How else can I summarize it? It's sort of like Carrie in a way, and mixed in with a little Halloween. In this unpopular archetype girl owns a swing club, starts to develop a crush for her gym coach. However, their her students, I guess I should say, they kind of berate her and then make fun of her, or and feeling sorry for her. When Jim coach gives her a Valentine's Day card as a gesture of kindness. Now, I have seen plenty of horror movies to know where this is going to go. A simple act of kindness will gradually descend into something twisted. By that, I mean, if the outcast will target it's the person that's bullied the most and ultimately make them pay by cutting out their heart and presenting it as a Valentine's Day gift. Next, the next holiday is St. Patrick's Day. Again, there's already horror movies centered around St. Patrick's Day. Leprechaun, the Leprechaun series are the first ones to come to mind, not counting Leprechaun Origins. A young elementary school teacher learns frightening truth about the legendary snakes of St. Patrick. A student makes her deepest wish come true with a sixth twist. Now, I'm still a little fuzzy about this one because it doesn't really have anything to do with the holiday and doesn't really have anything to basically tie in with it. And for those of you who aren't history buffs or folklore buffs, the idea of St. Patrick's Day was for the Irish to celebrate St. Patrick for basically banishing all snakes from Ireland. And for some odd reason it's just an excuse for people to drink excessively. And this one's kind of weird because the teacher's wish is to have a family. This one creepy little girl sees it as an opportunity to basically a stalker with these little snake-based hints until she becomes pregnant. Again, I don't quite understand but it's not a natural pregnancy. Like with Seed of Chucky, it's more of a supernatural. Well, all concedence. I don't know how to phrase it. Basically, she's pregnant with a snake creature. And not to say any sports, what are you doing? Speaking of reptiles, my little dragon Mushu, someone's being really antsy. I don't want to spoil anything for most of these segments, but I do feel that there's some amount of detail I need to get into. I'm very So basically, the teacher gives birth to a large black snake. And it turns out the little stalker girl and her father, who's an Irish Elvis impersonator, go off to basically repeat the same thing the following year. Apparently this has been a pagan and cult ritual yearly. Next, we have Easter. And I realized quite recently there is an actual Easter horror movie. The summary for this one is a young girl who wakes up and sees the Easter bunny arrives in for a shot. Oh boy. Now, let's be honest, as little kids, we were always curious to see Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny. Even though I still don't fucking know what the significance is of Jesus coming back from the grave with a rabbit delivering eggs. This segment, however, makes the least bit of sense. It's in symbolism and religious disbelief. Because it turns out this Easter bunny is actually Jesus with the face of a rabbit. And apparently, when this little girl sees him, when I first saw this scene, I was thinking, oh, crap, is she in for it now? Turns out the Easter bunny thing and isn't frightened or upset. However, there's a catch. There's a reason why we're not supposed to see Easter bunnies. Because if one happens to get a glimpse of them, you will make sure that they replace him. Next holiday is Mother's Day. A woman who can't stop getting pregnant finds herself involved with a coven of barren witches after attending a strange ritual. Yeah, skip it. Father's Day. A teacher who received a mysterious cassette tape from a long-estranged father that leads to a darker mystery. The answer for why he disappeared may not be what she expected. I kept getting this weird vibe from this segment, like, okay, what's all of this about with the tape recorder getting messages? Even the ending of the segment, I have no idea what it's about. Now, one of the holidays that they forgot about was 4th of July. What, you couldn't have something like you got zombie George Washington or zombie Abraham Lincoln or Gloria DeMont and Uncle Sam? Whatever. The Halloween segment is one of my personal favorites, and there's a reason. And the Halloween segment was written and directed by Kevin Smith and stars Harley A. Morenstein in from Epic Mealtime. So basically, here's the premise of that segment. A man running an internet sex cam business finds himself in dire straits when he crosses his employees on Halloween. In other words, an abusive pimp operating a online sex tape business finds himself in a Saw-like position, and after pissing off his or pissing off his girls, who get their revenge in a rather twisted way. Now, another holiday that they forgot about was Thanksgiving. I can only imagine it's because of the Thanksgiving film. Botched it up. No, stupid. But really, they couldn't do anything for Thanksgiving in this film. Okay, zombie demonic turkey is already been done. Maybe Native American ghosts and zombie pilgrims. And the next segment is Christmas, which actually stars Seth Green, and known for Family Guy and Robot Chicken. A man goes to terrible lengths to get a virtual reality device for his son for Christmas, but finds himself haunted by it. Yeah, you know about the Oculus Rift. This story basically rips it off. However, the twist is, this particular version of the Oculus Rift shows you your deepest desires, but it's both good and bad because you need to log out once you're done with it. And there's a segment in this where he forgets to log out, and his wife happens to catch by his empathy work. And in return, he puts on the visor and sees what she's thinking about, and it's killing her boss. Hmm. Now, with all the Christmas-based horror movies like Gremlins and Silent Night, Bloody Night, Eve, uh, American Christmas Story, Krampus, Jack Frost. I feel like there needs to be more Christmas-based horror in this film. Like, like what I just said a long time ago, we're bringing back the old Krampus as a legend. Why not uh, abuse it as much as we can? Just be careful with it. So, and our final holiday segment is New Year's Eve. A disturbed young man discovers that his New Year's date may be just as twisted. And I have to say, the crazy girl this guy runs into almost looks a little like Miley Cyrus, which was my first thought. Maybe not. And that's pretty much the entire movie. It's 12 different holidays. Each one some are pretty good. If there were some that I do believe might need to be altered, like a redid, kind of the same with the ABCs of Death, that's double features. But that's my opinion. I know I haven't been doing videos for YouTube as much as I can, but that's because I'm kind of been busy over the last few weeks. Since I've been finding new jobs, I actually have a new job recently, which is going to require a lot of my time in the near future. But I have a feeling like I'll be making more videos as the month progresses, especially since there's one thing I really want to review. And let's just say this is a hint. You don't know what they've been through, and you never left. So then, this is Dino91 saying, and see you in my next video.